Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. Thank you for choosing to stay with us. We're crisscrossing all over the country. A little bit earlier, we had a chat to Valen, who's in Cape Town. And part of our scene setter when we opened the show was Desiree Chauke, who's in the south of Johannesburg, in Nasrec, at the Rand Easter show. She said over 200,000 people walked through that gates last year. Let's go back to Desiree now. Desiree, good morning.
A very good morning, Sam. What would Easter weekend be without the Rand Easter show? We have something in the township that we call Mzwingi. You can see all of them in the background, which is the rides. And I know everybody, I don't do rides anymore. I'm too old for that now. But there's something that everyone that comes to the Rand Easter show gets excited about, and that's a looping star, if you can see it in my background. The Rand Easter show is an iconic South African brand that has touched the lives of many generations. And to talk about what to expect this year, we're joined by the CEO of the Rand Easter show, Mr. Craig Newman. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Desiree, and thanks for having me on the show this morning.
What has sustained the Rand Easter show brand?
I think you've hit it on the head. It's the brand itself, 121 years old. And all we've done is continued to treat it right and continue to bring the right kind of entertainment. And more importantly, we've brought it back to family. And it's a great family fun day out at the Rand show, and that's what sustained it.
You have a lot of competition, though, because most people are going to church this weekend.
Yes, they do. They go to church in the morning and then they come and spend the afternoon at the Rand show.
It's actually the longer services, but you're opening your gates at 9 a.m. this morning. What are your expectations?
Opening day, we usually expect anything between 15 to 23,000 people, weather dependent. Thank God we've got a fantastic autumn's morning here in Johannesburg. So we'll get about 23,000 people today.
And how do the numbers work out as you go through? Because you're going until the 12th of April, aren't you?
That's correct, yeah. I mean, we get big numbers on the weekends, particularly opening weekends. So tomorrow we'll get close to 35,000 people, and that'll be the same for Sunday and Monday. It'll slow down during the week. Fortunately, this year we fall smack bang in the middle of the school holidays, so we'll have a little bit more in the week as we've had in the past. And then the last weekend we get back to the numbers of 35,000 people.
All right, now let's talk about the attractions. The big one is the Parabot, the Army exhibition, but tell us about everything.
Yes, Rand Show prides itself on providing full entertainment for the whole family. So for the toddlers, I'm going to skim through this quickly because one of our other people who's being interviewed will go into detail later. But we've got the Kiddies Kingdom, the Animal Kingdom. For the first time in Joburg this year, we've brought an activation out called Pirates Paradise, mainly targeted at toddlers and so. But you want to go and learn about what's under the ocean. Yeah, you'll learn it there in a very interactive way and a playful way. We have a whole adrenaline section for the teenagers. We have a new jump. It's like a bungee jump, but without the cord. I think you jump from like 16 meters up onto this foam platform. So good luck with that for the young people. For the dads, we've got the whole car haul. We've got the drifting experience, which is also a stunt show with motorbikes taking place up at the drifting track. For mums, we've got the food chef, the chef's theater, shows daily, learning how to cook, to bake, showing off their skills. And obviously all the halls with the shopping, the makeup, the accessories. There's something for the whole family at the Rand show.
So no one has to stay home. Let's talk about security.
I'm not quite sure what you want to talk about security.
In terms of people parking their cars, in terms of kids on the rides, how safe is that? There haven't been any reports of incidents previously, have there?
We haven't had any major incidents in the last 5 years. We're fully compliant as an event and a venue with regard to health and safety and security. But we have very strong participation at the show from an exhibitor point of view, with SABC, with Johannesburg Metro, with EMS. They're here in full force, and then obviously with the army behind us as well. So we have no major issues, incidents with regards to security at the Rand show.
One of the major considerations, just in recognition of what's happening societally, the electric prices have just gone up and people have other challenges. The petrol price has just gone up and people are wondering about the entry fee and the accessibility of the event.
Yes, Rand Show price hasn't gone up. No, really, Rand Show over the years has always prided itself on value for money for the whole family. So if you buy a ticket at CompuTicket, it's 120 Rand. If you buy a ticket, at CompuTicket, it's 100 Rand. If you buy it at the show, it's 120 Rand for adults. Kids up to 6 are free. 6 to 12 is 20 Rand. 12 to 16 is 50 Rand, pensioners 50 Rand, and we keep it affordable in the sense that every other event and show and activation that's taking place at the Rand Show, you don't pay for. It's all in your ticket. And I can tell you, you're not going to be able to get through everything in one day, but you don't pay anything extra for all the other shows and the activations that we put on. The only thing you pay extra for, obviously, is the amusement park rides. You got to tell me again, what did you call it again?
Mazwinki.
Yeah, that's what you're going to pay extra for if you're going to get onto the Mazwinkies, yeah. But everything else is all in your ticket. Full value for money for the whole family.
Now, when people come through here, what kind of time frames can we expect? You open the doors at 9 and up to what time does it go?
Open at 9, closes at 6, that's the gates. But the activities continue. I mean, the rides will continue till about 8 o'clock. And we really only shut down once we get everybody out, which is a lot of people to get out, and people are enjoying themselves and having fun. And some of the activations are still taking place. But officially, gates open at 9 and they close at 6 in the evening.
And although you have the standard activations, you also have those once-off events like the music concert that happens during the Rand Easter show. Is that happening again this year?
That happens on a continuous stage, and you'll hear about it later. It's called a Spice of Life stage, where every day we have a prominent South African artist featuring on that stage. So it's not one specific. In the past, the music concerts used to be the attraction. Now the music concerts are part of the attraction. So if you come and music is your thing, you can sit at the stage and watch the music. If the naked science is your thing, you can go and learn about science and see how science affects your life from a day-to-day basis. So there's something for everyone at any given time happening at the show all the time.
Craig, we should have spoken about this at the beginning. What does it take to put together a show of this magnitude?
Desiree, we don't try and reinvent the wheel, but I can tell you planning for the next event starts in July every year, and we take it until Easter. So there's a lot of planning, but what we do, fortunately, we spend a lot of money on research, and we plan according to what our visitors want, and we also plan according to what our exhibitors want. So we listen to the research, and we bring it into being from July and try and put everything together until Easter comes to us the next year.
And you're happy with the quality and the number of exhibitors that have come through this year?
Absolutely. We try and quantify the exhibitors, so we give the visitors a good experience here. It's not just slap bash bang together. We try and put the exhibits in different sections, and we try and give the ladies who want to shop a good shopping experience, a coordinated shopping experience, and we try and cater for everything for everyone at the same time.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for talking to us. And just as a closing shot, how would you encourage the people out there to come through to the Rand Easter show?
Sorry, as Joburgers, we love to come out. When the weather is great, we love to go out and spend the day out. I want to say to the families out there, come and spend a great value for money family fun day out at the Rand Show. Fantastic. Thank you so much for talking to us. Craig Newman is the Chief Executive Officer of the Rand Easter show. And there you heard it. Come through, Little Palama Mizwinki. Let's go back to the Joburg studio.